We don't want it to look too perfect because we basically painted this thing on a diet of Dots, pretzels, and Coors Light. So welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you hanging out with us, watching our stuff, liking and subscribing, and all those good things. A little something different today. We're doing a little shop art project. Can you believe that? So what we had some carnage from the trailer races. The old Freedom one took a hit in a couple places, and this is last year's carnage that we fixed for this year. And it just so happened, and forgive me, I got a little carried away with my idea here before I thought to grab the GoPro, but we've got a banged up hood that has a whole bunch of blue paint and white stars on it. And we have just a little bit of a banged up passenger door that has red and white stripes on it and half of our name. So, I mean, we could have just thrown these in the metal trailer. In fact, we threw part of them in there because what we did was we gutted the backside, made these as light as we can, and I'll show you. We're down to one layer of tin on each piece. So these bad rides are pretty light. The rest of them is out here. There's our hood liner, and then here's our inner door panels. There's two layers there in parts for the door. We did keep a little more metal up under here in the top frame of the door, just because we wanted to keep, you know, this weather stripping, because we've painted it and it's kind of become sort of our stripes and stuff. So anyway, though, we went ahead, we drilled 3 holes in a triangular pattern because triangles are strong. We've got 1, 2, 3 drilled through the door and through the hood, and then we started kind of measuring out here. We're going to take some red paint and have our free, and then we're going to have our dumb one. Dumb, is that referring to me? I hope not. Anyway, it'll say Freedom 1, and then we're going to take all of it and we'll probably kick Bernie down there a ways, and I think it's going to go on the wall right in this area. I think it'll look cool. So yeah, we're about 2.5, 3 steps into it, and I apologize for that, but we've kind of got a rough grid on what we want our letters to be sized and spaced at. And somewhere around here I've got a can of red paint. We've got a foam brush ready and waiting. We did all of our paint prep, and by that I mean we took the spray away glass cleaner and cleaned it off one time. Let's get the painting and see how this thing looks. Rust-Oleum oil-based protective enamel. We're going with Sunrise Red. Kicking us onward, Jared. We're a little wobbly here. I could stop and fix it, but I don't want to. Oh yeah, kick it right there. SemiPro tip for you. If you want to kind of grid stuff out so it adds up right spacing wise and stuff, go ahead and lay out your paint. And as soon as you get your first little coat on, take your gridding off, and when we go over it the second time, we won't have these super straight lines in places, and it'll look like it was all just kind of freehand. We don't want it to look too perfect because we basically painted this thing on a diet of Dots, pretzels, and Coors Light, so, you know, it's got to be realistic. I'm going to take a little acetone and just touch up some of the glaring errors. Like there, I got a little crazy with my tape. I'll just tack up just a little bit, and then we'll do coat number 2. Now we're on to our second coat because we don't want to wait. Well, it's the next day alert and then some. It's been so long, I don't even remember what came up, but we had to throw this thing together. You saw most of it, but yeah, it's done. I'm in love with the darn thing. You tell me what you think of our new shop wall art. We got one big hook. If you look real close at the top of the door, you put the hook right in the triangle where the hood and the door come together, and the Freedom 1 is perfectly level. So that's how you use your old beat up scrap iron to make cool stuff for the shop wall. If you like what you saw here, leave us a comment, clicky, subscribe, bell, you know the deal. We'll catch you on the next video.